This video covers bridge kickover, handstand bridge kickover, and TikTok. I think this is the most effective progression to use on a cheese mat to work on all of the necessary flexibility and strength to be working on those arching skills and work up to being able to do their back bend and their back walkover. I think if they can't do all of these things where their hands are safely on the floor first, then they shouldn't really be doing a back bend or a back walkover yet anyways. So this first one that Hattie's doing here is a bridge, then holding up one foot, then rocking front to back, and then doing a kickover. So you'll see her keep transitioning, but I'm going to continue to talk about just the bridge kickover first. So of course, if a kid cannot hold a bridge on their own for 5 seconds, they really shouldn't be doing a kickover anyways. And often kids want to, that's all they care about, and they end up just kind of doing them on their head anyways and not really learning one well. So make sure that you're trying to push kids to get that vertical position you can see in her arms right there. So it really looks like she's in a handstand, but then her back is bent so her feet can touch the ground. They should be able to control their body enough to rock front to back. They should have enough strength to hold one foot up. Not all kids can do it like Hattie did, where she rocked really well, because really that's a 1 foot balance, and that is really tricky. A lot of times kids need to rock front to back with both of their feet on the ground, or that foot that they held up kind of ends up touching the ground again and kicking over. But I do think if they can hold their bridge, that's a powerful tool to teach them to use their momentum to kick over, so that they can understand that there is motion involved in this skill as well, not just the strength and just the flexibility, but understanding the feeling of getting themselves to be able to go over. After they have mastered their bridge and their kickover, then they would transition to a handstand land in a bridge. So you could see there how her shoulders really didn't move after she kicked to her handstand. She could hold them still. So that is a combination of timing and of strength and of flexibility. So you want the kids to understand that when they start to fall, can they keep their nose in the same place? And then do they have the leg strength to support their body weight when their feet hit the mat? A lot of them do, but don't know how to use it or know the timing. So take the time to teach them about how to do that. And it is possible as well to do handstand, land in a bridge, and then jump immediately back over from 2 feet. So kind of using their momentum from right when they land in the bridge. Can they land in it and hold themselves up first? Then could they land and hold in their bridge and rock 3 times and then jump right over? And then could they land in their bridge, bend their knees, kick them straight, and jump right back over, would be the transitions I would use. And then lastly, in this video, you see her do a TikTok where she starts from the bottom of the cheese mat and her legs stay separated the whole time. So she has the body control, the flexibility, and the strength to only let 1 foot touch the mat and kick back over. And of course, you want to be teaching for leg form in all of those. And spotting them, holding them upside down. A lot of times kids have no idea what straight legs even feels like. So give them the opportunity by holding them upside down once so they know, and then you could ask them to repeat that. And I would say as important as everything we've mentioned already is that head position. So you just saw her start with her eyes looking down at her hands and then was corrected to look down at the bottom of the cheese mat. The phrase I use with the Excel kids is push your nose where you want to go. So if their nose is pointed down towards their fingertips, they usually get stuck upside down. But if their nose is pointed down towards that black line on the cheese mat where you can see there she's using, then she gets stuck. And you can see how that head position can control everything. So especially for a kid who's not as flexible as Hattie or as strong as somebody who's been on team, that nose position right there where she's sticking it out can help them get to the right spot. So again, we want kids to know all of these skills by name. We'd want them to be able to do all of them. We know they only get a couple minutes a week. So you want to get to know them, challenge them and get them to the hardest one that they can do and practice it lots. And then just help make sure they understand that this stuff is hard. Everybody's not the same. We want them to feel successful and know that even if they're just holding their bridge for 5 seconds, they're getting stronger and they will eventually learn how to do more if they keep trying really hard at whichever step that they're at. Because this is one I think is easy for kids to compare themselves to what their neighbor's doing, and they just might not all be at the same spot. So keep encouraging them where they're at to keep working hard at it so that their muscles can be ready to hopefully do something harder someday.